Alright, I should have checked what I was talking about before I started the camera, but it's too late, we're in it now. Oh, mistake! Mistake is fun, but mistake is also dumb. Mistake is quick. A lot of these next few are going to be quick. What is mistake? Okay, mistake is I'm a dum-dum. You have mistake in fact and mistake in law. Time out! Really quick. If you have taken a criminal law course, you already know this, but I'm telling you it anyway. Mistake and impossibility are different things. They sound similar. If you haven't taken a criminal law course, wait until we get to the impossibility. I'll explain all the differences. Hey, so if you think it might be a mistake or an impossibility, just check, okay? You can get them confused, and they are different. So, mistake. What is mistake? There are two kinds. Mistake in fact and mistake in law. There's also inherent... Wait, no, sorry. See, I already messed it up. What is mistake in fact? I was mistaken about some fact of the circumstances. It is a defense. For example, say it is a crime to purposefully not wipe your windows every Wednesday. That's what we do on Wednesdays here in Windowville. We wipe our windows. Say, for example, you were in a coma for 6 years and you wake up on a Monday. You think it's Tuesday, you wipe down your windows, and you don't do it the next day, on Wednesday. You were mistaken about the fact of what day it is. You already have a defense because purposely requires you to actually have known, so we'll just say it's a strict liability crime instead. Nope, never mind, you can't. This is a bad hypothetical. They're all bad hypotheticals. When it comes to impossibility, it's very hard. But you're not impossibility. Jesus Christ, mistake. Mistake in fact. You were mistaken about some fact, and it negates an element of the crime. It can negate any element of the crime. It doesn't just need to negate the mens rea, but that's generally what it'll be negating. It's not, purposefully in that case would have worked because you purposely didn't wipe them down, but you didn't know it wasn't Wednesday. That is a defense. Any mistake in fact is a defense. How good of a defense it is sort of dependent, but again, it needs to negate some mens rea. When they're alleging mistake, you take the world as they understood it and then see if they still meet all the elements they're alleging. Remember, you don't always have to listen to what the criminal says in the real world, but on exams, whatever everybody says, generally you listen to. All facts are taken at face value unless there's contested facts, in which case your professor's being an ass or you have a different curriculum than I do. So, you take the world as they understood it. What is the other kind of defense? Mistake defense? Mistake in law. Doesn't exist. If you didn't know the law, that's on you. Unless, two circumstances. Knowledge of the law is an element. Say, for example, there's this super long federal code about steel foundries. I guarantee it exists. I don't know its name, but it exists. And there's this long code, and it's the only requirement, is if you want to operate a steel plant, part of getting the permit is you have to read this code. You have to read the whole thing in its entirety. Now, everything in there might say, it's only a violation of this particular regulation if you know it. If you know this regulation, if you willfully ignore this regulation. To willfully ignore a regulation, you have to have known of its existence. Now, this is not common. It's very rarely going to be on an exam, but there you go. That is a general defense. You have to willfully ignore the actual statute. Again, not particularly common. If someone else is running a steel foundry in their backyard, they may just get charged with the illegal operation of a steel foundry. And they wouldn't get charged with the violation of all these regulations because they didn't know about them. Again, it's not a common defense, but it does exist. That is the other mistake in fact. Sorry, mistake in law. So there's mistake in law and mistake in fact. All right, that's pretty much it.